Alright, YouTube. So it begins. It's time to get this fucker done. I ain't playing with it no more. Sick and tired, being sick and tired. So we got the car up in the air. Had the guys at work. She's up there pretty good. I got her on some sawhorses. Which have got me freaked out a little bit. But had some guys from work freaking come and help me out, man, buddies of mine, get this thing up here. So car's done. Okay, car's done. All right, but we just got a few little things that we need to address. Okay, let's go under the car. Let's take a look here. The back sides of these rockers. Okay, back sides of these rockers, as you can see, they're rusting a little bit. I need to clean that up. Okay, this one's not too bad, looking all right. Bam, big ass rust hole, and that was covered with Bondo and shit. I don't like it. It was flaking off. The Bondo wasn't sticking, it was cracking, kind of like right here. That was what was going on. So this is all going to get cleaned out. I'm going to clean up this and get us down to some good clean bare metal. Put some metal in here. It's pretty gnarly. Got to get all the Bondo off. I just was poking around trying to find all the bad spots. This seems to be pretty solid, and I ain't too mad about it. I'm going to go with this. But you got to stop somewhere, as they say. But mainly working on the driver's side because, boy, pile of shit. This is what we're looking at. Okay, this is fucking horrid. Pardon my language, but this is where the Bondo was peeling. Was up here, and it was there was a piece of metal right here, riveted on, and the shit was just falling right off there. So I started to clean it up, and then bam, dude. Bam. 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 So as we can see, this side ain't so damn pretty. It's ucky. So I gotta cut all these spot welds, get this off of this body seam here, this pinch weld as we call them. Need to get this piece here off of here. This was added on after, which I'm going to probably use some of it because trying to get up behind there is going to be no fun. Weld that all, so I think I'm just going to kind of cut this, rebend a new piece of metal, bada bing bada boom, weld it all together, be done with it. I ain't trying to go crazy here. I just want it to hold paint and look alright for a few years. So put a piece in here, got some trimming to do, cut and shit, a little bit of work up here and all that. Oh yeah, the fun has begun. I have been dreading this for a long time. I lifted the car up, not long ago. It was probably right when I got back from Dallas, and I noticed that Bondo peeling, and I was like, God damn, I'm gonna have to get underneath there, see what's going on, and sure shit, it's not pretty, but no big deal. Gonna get some new metal in there, get it all cleaned up, and that is gonna be, besides a few little things, we gotta weld the hole by the old brake pedal, clean around the front 4 roll bars. It's like around in here. I want to get all this cleaned up to where I can put this floor in and weld it real good. And on the other side, it's the same way. Oh, shit. This side's actually a little worse. Got to get in there and kind of clean that up a little bit. Just grind that down and get her to where I can get that floor in there. That's an ugly spot. But no big deal. Alright, no big deal. Alright, we're big boys. We can handle this shit. What else we got? What else we got? Oh, we gotta check all the welds on the car. Kind of go through the car and check all the welds and clean up the rocker. Which on the back is one thing. Underneath this side here is another. This is on the other side of it, and I've got all solid metal, but I got some holes and shit. I don't know. Thinking probably welding them shut, getting them welded up shut and whatnot. The other side over there got a wire wheel in it. Basically, I just need to wire wheel all this here and sand it so that I can, because this here, I'm going to bring paint. I'm going to probably bring that paint to this edge here, and then I'll just paint over it whenever I'm going to paint the car. That way I can get as much of it in paint, not rusting. So, man, that is just horrible. Oh, that's horrible. But I mean, hey, it ain't no biggie. We'll get her cleaned up. Got metal, got this brake, so get her welded in there, and then it's paint time. We are gonna freaking start painting. Thank God. I think next week I'm gonna try and get these rockers done over the weekend. I got a 4-day weekend. All right, so well, no, I got a 3-day weekend. I gotta work tomorrow until about 2. And then I'm off until Tuesday. So on Monday night, I'm hoping that I'm finishing up these rockers, and then I believe next week I'm going to sand down this area and get this all ready for the floor. I want to make sure that everything in this area is sanded and done, because once I put the floors in there, it's just going to make it that much harder. So just want to get all this. See, as you can see, rust. I mean, this ain't bad. It's just surface rust, and honest to God, it wipes right off with a scuff pad. It's nothing serious, and it looks a little more scarier than what it is. As much money as I've got in this car, when you see shit like this, it gets a little scary. It's like, holy shit, man, we got to do something. So, like I say, all this back in here, not just the roll bar, everything is getting that single stage paint except for this body. I'm gonna make a phone call here because I just thought about what time is it. Yep, I think I can still call. Let's see what time is it. It's 4:11, so I can call. So I'm gonna call this guy because my headliner isn't horrible. It's fallen in one spot and I can fix that, but it's torn and it bags down in some spots. It needs to be redone. So I'm going to see if this guy'd be interested in coming and looking at this and telling me if he can put a roll or a headliner in there with this cage in. And if so, I'm just going to tear that liner out. That way that we got more room to paint the tops of the roll bars and shit. I ain't got to worry about taping up the inside of the car. And I'll have him put that in after we're done. So, but yep, that's the plan. I want to get as much of the car painted. I mean the insides, the fender wells, all this shit is going to get scuffed and knocked down and painted, all of it. It's the only thing that's not getting painted, that's that silver, or that grayish silver, is just the body. Okay, the body is going to get taped off. Everything, all this back here, well, you can't really see that shit, but all that back there you know, everything. It's all getting it inside here. Gonna go to town, so I'm gonna take you guys with me this entire week. Okay, so I'm gonna make kind of a long video, not super long, but just kind of take you guys with me throughout the week, because it's gonna be a little today, a little tomorrow. Ain't gonna be able to make one video off of just this, so yep, we'll see how it goes, guys. Alright, so it is Friday night, and yesterday I had a feller come and check out the headliner in the car, and he told me it looked like an old 1970s couch. I said, that's funny as shit. I never even heard that. So he's gonna redo the headliner in this car. I wasn't for sure if he was gonna be able to redo it because of the roll bars, but she's rough, and he said he can do it. So he is, of course, going to do the headliner, headliner. But he's also going to do these A-pillars. He says he can put some stuff in here and fill these holes on these A-pillars and fill them up and put some of whatever the headliner is going to be in there, and as well in between these door pillars. So that's gonna also be the same material as the headliner. So the reason being that I wanted to call him, get him over here, is I want to get that headliner out of there, or not even have to worry about it. If I can get it out, I probably got a little more room to paint, and then once it's painted, I can have him come put a headliner in it. I mean, it's rough, you know what I mean? It's 1951, you know what I mean? So, and this has been redone. All the staples are rusted and broke off. I mean, it's no easy job. So it even comes back here. I don't know if you guys can really see that. Wraps around. There's like a bar, piece of wood, I want to say, that runs. Yeah, it's wood. It runs back here, and he's wanting to change it up and do these bars that are, from passenger to driver side. So do whatever you want to do, bud. He's talking about $500-600. But if I was to guess with the A pillars and the door pillars, it's probably going to be a little bit more. I bet we're close to $1,000. Plus, I was thinking, because when we was talking, told him that I'd like to have it'd probably just be black. It's going to be a dark purple car with a dark gray roll bar. I think a black interior, black top, just would fit. So I got to thinking afterwards, and because I was looking at his webpage, and he does ostrich and gator and you name it. So I think that might be something I'm going to talk to him about. That's if I was to go with the black, just regular black headliner, I'm thinking that it would probably be around $500-600. That's what he told me. And then if I was to go with gator, I'm thinking it might be like, $1,000, but they ain't, $1,000, who cares? Damn car should be a boat. It bust out there 1,000. But anyway, so new headliner, that's pretty cool. Gonna do that, and he's gonna come Friday, or today's Friday. He's gonna come Monday or Tuesday. He's gonna call me, swing over here. He's gonna tear this out so that he can see what it is underneath, and take what's here for a template. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what I want to do yet. I don't know if I want to do ostrich or maybe leather. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna check it out, see what he talks about. And we're gonna do the dingle balls. Well, if I go black headliner, I'll do the dingle balls. I don't know if I'm gonna do dingle balls with ostrich. If I get ostrich and leather, then we're just gonna leave that shit. That's gonna be it. But we're 5 minutes in here. I'm trying to make this quick. I'm tying all these videos together, but I got this cut out. Got the bad steel out of there. And I'm just gonna go over this shit. I'm just gonna cut all that rod out, clean the body seam up, and I'm just gonna patch in a new piece of metal from here to here. It's a freaking race car. It's not a show car. If they're under my car, I'm gonna kick them in the nuts. So anyway, long story short, I'm gonna bend a new piece of metal for there and up there. I still gotta clean that one out. I don't think that one's gonna be near as bad as the driver. It'd be pretty much a lot easier, one side at a time. So working on this car all weekend, and I do mean all weekend. This is Friday night, and as you can see, it is night. I put in a day. I got off work early today. Went and picked up a new regulator for my welder. That damn thing was broke, man. I didn't even know it. Was reading, I don't know. So I'm gonna just say I could tell the difference. I went through a bottle of gas like really fast, and I was like, man, that must have been leaking. Well, I went to change the wire and feed some wire through it, and that thing sounded like a freaking fire hose. I was like, what the hell, man? There's lots of gas coming out of there. And sure as shit, the regulator's broke, so I went and bought a new regulator. So I'm hoping that fixes my welder, because it was spitting pretty good. Like, I don't know, I was getting a lot of little dingers, you know what I mean? Getting those, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all, you know. Holy shit! Drive by. People out there squealing tire, taking off. Anyway, all right. So it's Friday night. I'm gonna keep plucking all weekend, man. I got until Monday night to get as far as I can on this car. I'm just gonna see how far I can go. I mean, if I can get the damn floors in it, I'm gonna get the floors in it. I need to get them done. So we'll see how far down this rabbit hole we get. So, all right, off to another day. All right. Saturday night. It has been a damn day. These things are a pain in the butt, man. Just because the bar's in the way, and just a lot going on there. So it's busy. So anyway, let's see what we got here. I'll get my fat butt up under here. Oh, there we go. So need mine. I'm just piecing this stuff, okay? I ain't getting all crazy with this damn race car. I already know. Probably should have went up higher, but just gonna weld that up. Weld it all up, weld it up, spot welds. Got it boxed in so I can weld around it and close it in. Got it all boxed in there. As you can see, this once I press, got a little deal. I'll show you. Take the deal off of the deal, and you get you a little deal like that, you see. Let's check this out. Let me push this out. Okay. Oop, get in there. Get in there. So I'm a gun. There we go. There we go. Okay. closes it up, you know what I mean? It's like a little pinch press. Anyway, it works. So, all clean metal all the way. I gotta box that little corner in there. I'm gonna do that, but just adding that in for that little piece there. Just do a bunch of little spot welds to hold that pinch weld together, and then all this access, I'm just gonna grind that straight down, even with the other side, you know, even with that other side there. And yep, so this side here is done. I'm gonna weld this up tomorrow. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna weld it up yet. I think I'm gonna get everything ready to weld. That way that I can kind of just bounce around to everything, you know, just keep going, because there's gonna be a bunch of little spot welds. Spot. Anyway, see, I got my gap there. I got a gap so that fills that. You don't want to butt them. If you butt them, then you don't get a real good weld. See, I want that weld to weld them two pieces of metal together. So I got my gap, and these here, these are gonna be, you know, overlaid or whatever, but yeah, pain in the butt. So this side here is all solid, cleaned up. This fucker, once it's welded and, you know, clean, I'm gonna wire wheel the welds. This side here is ready to paint pretty much, or not paint, but you get what I'm saying. Let's hit it with a DA, just anyway. And then this side here, I went ahead and nominated myself to go ahead and do all of it. I mean, there's no point in this side looking, I don't look that good, but I mean, it looks good enough. I'm gonna do the same over here, just make it look right, get it right. My luck, a chunk of fucking Bondo will fall out from underneath of this freaking quarter panel underneath my slick right here. It'd be like boom, straight underneath it, and launch me into the friggin' wall or something stupid. So I'm gonna get rid of this Bondo out from underneath this car in front of this wheel. I think it's a smart thing to do. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna fall off just like the other side. So I don't know what that entails. I don't know what's rotted in there. I don't know how much metal I'm gonna have to replace, but that is tomorrow's venture. I'm gonna get this all wire wheeled down and get all that Bondo out of there and get it all cleaned up. Underneath there, there's a lap right here that I gotta get. I mean, this is tight. There's a bar, you know what I mean? Ain't no fun. Oh, it sucks. Sucks so bad. If that bar wasn't there, this would be easy. But just got to cut this behind this mount and get rid of them. I'm gonna cut a little chunk of metal out, get rid of this, and just basically do this side just like that. I just want solid metal. And then once this is all welded, I'm gonna seam seal everything to death and make sure it's nice and sealed up. And if it lasts for 5 years, man, that's kind of where I'm going with this. I want, you know, 5 years. If it starts falling apart after 5 years and it lasts 6 per se or whatever, let me get out of here. Anyway, that's all I'm just get some time out of them. So, but I think the Bondo in front of the rear slick is a bad deal. Now on the top of the body, that's one thing, it'd fall off on the outside of the wheel, but right directly in front of it, underneath the car, if a chunk was, you know, this car's going to twist up, and if it pops a piece of Bondo, that'd be crazy. I've seen chunks of Bondo fall off of cars in videos, man, that when they launch the car, fucking Bondo pops out of the sumbitch. So God don't want that. Anyway, but Saturday night we got one side done, ready to be welded up, and tomorrow we'll see what kind of damage we can do, see what happens. Sunday morning. It has been a long weekend, and got about, so far I've dug 5 metal splinters out of my fingers. And I got something in my friggin' in this one. Got something in that eye. I don't know what it is. It's I don't know. It ain't giving me shit, but there's something definitely in there. And the eye doctor don't open until Tuesday. The lady that I go to, I've been to her a few times now. This freaking car. So it's just being underneath of the car, screwing with me. Yeah, all the shit dropping in my face and whatnot. So we got driver sides all. It's done. I mean, it's good enough. I cut all the bad out. None of the metals there. We got one piece in there. Just took it out so I didn't hit my head on this shit here. Like I said, I had a bunch of them hanging. I couldn't get it out from underneath the car. So, passenger side today. We are starting, and bam. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's a hole. And that's a hole. So, like I say, I am not restoring this car. Okay, so if you're thinking that in your head, that's not what I'm doing. Okay, I am simply getting the Bondo off of this damn car, cutting out, you know, the rot, right? Getting the rot cut out. There's a little spot there. I think I haven't got all that clean, but I think this whole spot, basically I think we're going to be going from here to the back. I believe the front here is all good. I don't need to mess with none of this, thank God. So just wire wheel that all down. That'll be nice. Hit it with a grinder, get it cleaned up so she'll accept some paint, you know. That's kind of where I'm trying to go with this. I'll cover up, you know, I'll grind out as much of the rot as I can and clean it up. You know, what I can see I'm cleaning up and getting, you know, cleaned up somewhat. Just trying to put some metal here so that when I paint this, you know, and I'll seal it with welds and seal it all up. But when I paint this, we're painting metal. We're not painting Bondo. I'm not Bondoing none of this shit after it's done. I don't care about all the little laps and shit like that. That'll get some seam sealer, but that's about what it's gonna get. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna see this shit besides myself, and it's just I was gonna have to clean and get the rust and shit out of here anyway. So once these two spots are done, these two rockers, then that to me is the hardest part of this car. Okay, because the rest of it's just sanding and wire wheeling. Ain't gotta cut and fabricate and blah 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 blah. So here we go. Let's see how it goes. Like I say, I'm just gonna start first. I think I'm gonna first by cleaning, wire wheeling, getting it real clean. Just get all the cleaning out of the way. Yesterday I kind of procrastinated that shit. I just didn't want to get in here and do it. And anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and start from the front, work my way all the way to the back, cutting out all the bad, cleaning up the good, getting her cleaned up real well. And then once it's completely clean, then I'm going to go ahead and start making the metal for it, get it all ready to be welded in. Once everything is made and ready to be welded in, then I'll start welding. I don't want to, I just want to do it all at once. That way I can bounce around, keep the heat out of everything, and just kind of go to town on the weld. I ain't got to do a whole lot of weight, you know what I mean? I can do a little round of it, kick the fans on for a minute, let it all cool down, just keep kind of going at it. Main reason that I want to keep the heat out of it, I ain't really too worried about warpage or anything. But all this body work is done on top of here, you know, which I'm probably going to have a problem with when I weld up my floors. Well, this side here is not getting welded. This is either going to get riveted or screwed. That's why if you guys have wondered why one side has tabs and the other doesn't. Underneath of the driver has to be a steel floor. Just gotta be. So I made all of it steel on that side. It's all just gonna weld to everything. Now this side of the car does not have to have steel, aluminum, big time weight saver. We are gonna have steel in this back square for the nitrous bottle if I put one in it. Just have to see how the car is. I mean, 700 horsepower on this little bitty ass car, 92 inches of wheelbase. Weight bias is going to be to the back pretty good. So, I mean, this thing's just going to want to stand up. I'm assuming that I'm going to probably having to hang weight off of these. Man, it just fucking bothers me. I don't really want to. So I got a feeling that there's going to be some weight bars going on this thing. So, unfortunately, that's probably what's going to happen there. But anyway, that's another day. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. We are going to get that clean, move on. I'm tired of this shit. I mean, if you only knew. Oh, if you only knew. But after the silver, after the gray silver, whatever we're calling it, is on, okay, then the only thing that's going to be left is the body. This will be the only thing left to paint is this body, okay? Everything on the inside of the car, once that headliner comes out, all around these edges, that's going to get painted silver inside of here so that looks good. The inside the A-pillars is going to get painted. Inside them A-pillars is going to get painted. Like I got to wire wheel all that shit and get that down. You can see this little guy here that's coming down, not the bar but the body. Kind of comes all the way down. That's going to get painted. It's going to get upholstered too, but I'm going to paint that. Back inside there of the body. Let's see. Like all this shit is going to get cleaned and painted. Drop the damn phone. But all that stuff, all this, all back in there, everything is going to be silver. I don't know if I'm going to do these flat black. I don't know yet. Might just paint them silver too, just to have it all one color. But as far as rust goes, I have cut out all the rust on this car that is bad, and at least got it covered or sealed up or something. All the holes, that was a damn hole over there, hole here, fixed all that. No more holes anywhere else around anywhere. Back here, had to redo the metal over here, had to redo the metal over here. Got a lot of time in this car. And when I say time, I'm talking about, I think we're going on 7 years of time. So, if you're thinking to yourself, hey, I'm going to buy a drag car, and I'm going to strip it completely down, I'm going to redo it. Take that motherfucker to the track and race it. Who gives a shit what it looks like, okay? Because I promise to God that you will have more fun with that shitty looking race car on the track than you will in a fucking garage all day long, okay? God, man, I cannot wait to get past this. So anyway, keep on digging. Alright, so we're leaving freaking the old lady. She's a little don't mess with her. She's a little bit. We since 5 o'clock this morning, it is 5:30. So for 12 and a half hours, we dealt my eye. There was something in it. A piece of fucking metal was in my eye. So my whole day was shit. Didn't get to work on the car, but I got to spend time with the love of my life. Okay, so not mad about that. But yep, metal in my eyes, wearing glasses. I highly recommend that if you're friggin' doing what I'm doing.
In a quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto the I-64 East, US 40 East ramp to Illinois.
You should wear goggles, like 100% wear goggles. It's bad. This shit sucks. Anyway, heading home.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto the I-64 East ramp.
Hang on my navigation. We live in Springfield. I had to drive an hour and 40 minutes away from my home to see an eye doctor because Springfield doesn't have one. So, man, this sucks. So we're gonna celebrate with some White Castle and head home. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. Anyway, like I always tell you, love your neighbor. See you on the next one.